Hello.
Hi Tracy, how are you?
I'm doing fine. How about yourself?
I'm doing good too, I think. It's Monday, so you can never be sure.
Yeah, it's Monday at 8 o'clock in the morning for me, so I have no idea what the week has in store for me.
True. Yeah, so you can never be sure on a Monday morning how we're doing.
And where are you calling me from?
I'm from India.
So it's about 7:30 your time?
Yep.
Well, how was your Monday then?
So I actually am in the graveyard shift for tonight. So I've not really started on my work side of things right now. So I work in the support and administration bit for my company.
Yep.
So I've not yet started out my work as of now. So I'm just crossing my fingers that nothing big is broken out tonight.
Yes, I get that. I get that. Well, let's see. Gotta give it a few minutes and see who joins. We did DevOps World last week and it was pretty busy.
Yeah, I heard. I actually was going to tune in to watch yours and Marky's, presentation, but unfortunately, I had to go out for personal commitment at that time.
Well, I think if you registered for it, we should be getting it should all be recorded and viewable on demand.
It should be uploaded to YouTube in a while too, right? If I'm not mistaken.
I don't know.
Okay. Because normally all the conference talks from the various foundations, they normally get uploaded onto YouTube after a month or so. So yeah, I mean, even if not on demand, I normally catch them on YouTube at leisure.
Yeah, I know that we're going to upload them on for the CD Foundation. Everything's going to get uploaded to YouTube after the show. But I don't know how they were going to do it with. I'm looking to see if I saw anything in my emails.
Because even with the on-demand bit, it will be available only till a particular time, after which I think it kind of expires. So that's why I was. So for CNCF, I know that they uploaded within a month and a half of the thing going. I mean the event, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure since we've never given a talk about the CDF events.
I don't see anything come through yet. I just went through some of my emails and I don't see. Do not see anything yet. Because I know that, I don't know how they plan on collecting leads if they're all just open and on demand. You'd think that they'd have some kind of a site that if you already signed up, you already have access to. Not sure. That would be a nice feature for those platforms, though.
Yeah, so how CNCF does it, I mean, it did it this virtual KubeCon for the European region, is they had us record with a professional recording studio and upload the, recordings, and the speakers would be there at the time of the talks.
Yep, that's how they did it. Yep. Yeah, so we recorded for DevOps World. Everything was recorded like 4 weeks ago, and uploaded to. I don't know where they put it. I just know that they sent us links to it on the platform of the show. But my understanding was somehow it was going to be available. I'm assuming they just haven't got it together yet. Let's see what this one says. Nope, I just got a survey to say, how did you enjoy it?
That's strange.
Uh-oh. My mouse has gone crazy. My mouse won't spin. Peel something off of it. All right. All right. Well, looks like it's just going to be the two of us today, which sometimes is good, sometimes is bad. I'm going to go ahead and start a. Oh, you're there, Steve. Hey, Steve.
Yep, and you got Christopher and
Oh, Christopher. Okay. I had to.
Pujat.
Yay! All right, I'm going to start a doc. Let me make sure I assign it to the Google Docs, the Google Groups.
So
Yes, Outreach Committee.
put it in the chat.
Today is 9/28/2020. We're going to call this the initial meeting. And let me share it. Now, I wonder how come, let me see.
While you're doing that, Pujat, I fixed your access. I don't know if you saw that email.
Yeah, I got that. Steve, thanks for that. I just added a few people to the team. Branding.
Okay, good. Glad it's working.
I guess I don't know how to use Google Groups because you think I should be able to assign the document to Google Groups, right?
Share your screen, and I'll get you set up.
Hang on. Because I don't want to go through and have to.
That's pretty funny.
What?
Is it AT?
Yeah, it's Alok. Sorry, let me
Yeah,
rename
look
it.
at my hat.
Yeah, I saw that.
I guess we're going to have to get Ortelius swag. Okay, so
Yeah.
I checked there.
So
What
go
is
into it. Oh, where's your doc?
over here?
Yeah. So go to share
I was there.
and type in where it says add people in groups.
Oh, okay.
You type in it's the email address, which is ortelius.dev sorry, at googlegroups.com.
Oh,
And
it's always so easy when you know how.
and just hit send.
All right. Okay, everybody. Everybody's a editor of that document. I have it there, and I will definitely keep notes. If you could just put your name up there. I'm gonna call this minutes. All right, so there are a couple of things that we need to work on, but I think considering we have, there's 7 of us here, thank you all, that's huge, 7 people is great. There's 2 big things I think we need to focus on. One is the website, and the other is blogs.
And I got one other one, which
Okay.
is Hacktoberfest.
Oh, Hacktoberfest.
I'll put the sample link in there.
Okay, so we have 3 projects. I would say that is it Hacktoberfest? Is probably, that's coming out, right? That's like starting next week.
Yeah, I think you have to apply. I've never done one before, so
Has anybody ever done a Hacktoberfest for the open source communities?
No, I'm not.
I've never heard of it. What is it?
That's what I said. What is it?
So Marky gave me the link to the Jenkins one. So what he said we need is you need a landing page, need to apply, and then you need to tag certain issues with Hacktoberfest, and then people work on them for that month.
You mean certain issues on the Ortelius project, or is there something else?
No, on the Ortelius project.
Oh, so how do they judge you?
I don't know, but it's sponsored by DigitalOcean. I don't know if you remember that trade rag.
Yes, I do. Where's the website for it?
Let me add that to the doc.
October Fest.
I've
Divya just
entered
pinged.
the website on chat. Yeah.
Where's the link to the doc?
Should have came through email just a few minutes ago.
I'll look.
If you're a member of the Google groups, the Ortelius.dev and Google groups, then you should have gotten notified.
But Christopher, I might have used a wrong email if you've changed your email lately.
No, I got it.
Okay, right.
I'm in there.
All right. I'm gonna stack you guys up here. I have this in a different format now, so when we record, I thought it would go. I'll just stick it up there. So I'm not sure what it says, how it works. To earn your T or tree reward, you must register make 4 valid pull requests between the 1st and 31st. It can be made any public repo and Git. Okay.
Interesting.
All right. Well, I guess the question is, +1 or -1, should we go for it? Marky thinks
This
that we
is an
should.
interesting way. Yeah, it's an interesting way to gain new contributors to the project, but we will need some, guidance on how to get it done. The only I mean, I have a few other projects that I'm involved in that are, contributing to this fest, but I'm not actively involved in the planning for planning or organizing of how we are doing it. So I can ask around there and get back over the next couple of days if we are planning to go ahead with this.
Okay. Well, we have those reports that we were going to get started on. That could be something that we could do.
Yeah, from the getting stuff for people to work on, we can get that sorted out pretty quick. So it's going to be just getting the landing page in place, and then like doing the little because some of these links will be helpful for us to use down the road as well. So that's where we'll go ahead, and if we get the landing page sorted out and get some of the links in place, I think we can stumble through this pretty good.
Well, I'll be happy to take over getting the landing page update created. So I will put myself down for that.
Did you see the Jenkins one? It's in there too. So click on the Jenkins link in the doc.
And what doc?
In your Google Docs.
Oh.
So this is Jenkins landing page.
Okay.
And they've broken it out into if you look at their featured projects, they're doing like 3 or 4 different featured projects. So if you scroll down a little bit, yeah.
Oh,
so
we can put the Ortelius website in there. That's a good thing for us to work on. And then I think we'll just add the some of our additional maps and reports that we're working on.
Yep.
We could do an artwork. We really could use a new logo.
Yep. So this is the landing page that we need to create, and then we need to do some stuff just from getting things tagged in GitHub, which
Okay.
won't be that hard. I think what we may need to do on the GitHub side is break down the issues to be a little more detailed and smaller pieces that people can pick up and run with.
Okay. I think that sounds like a great idea. And I think this is an interesting page because it's got a lot of education on it about starting an open source. I'm going to go through some of the tutorials. Shows how to create a pull request. Nice. Really good for us. All right. I will take on the landing page and I will make sure I start sending out, we'll send out an email to everybody and let them know that we're going to start this. And I'll get the landing page set up in the next couple of days.
And then like you go to the Hacktoberfest one, like you said, this one has a lot of good details on the, video links to.
Yeah, it has, if you're new to open source, look at this page. It's got all kinds of good stuff.
Yep.
I thought I saw some videos a minute ago. I'm sure I did. Here's some tutorials. Do you know what DigitalOcean created? What was their open source tool?
DigitalOcean has been a hosting provider,
Oh, that's right. Okay, that makes
but
sense.
but they've had some of the best sysadmin documentation for installing stuff for ages and ages and ages. I mean, other than like server fault, Stack Overflow, DigitalOcean is definitely one of the most legit sources. And there's also the Netbox project. So if you've got, IP address management and physical inventory sorts of issues, that's a really well run project. And I don't know if the people that are working on it do anything else for DigitalOcean, but they seem to be very busy maintaining Netbox.
Okay, that makes sense. Alrighty, let me put I'll get what I need to do is, who else wants access to the website? If you could put that down in the doc, and I will be sure and add you.
Yeah, so the website's hosted under WordPress on SiteGround, so it's relatively easy to maintain.
It's called alimony.
So
Okay. Tracy will create the Hacktoberfest landing page and send out email to everyone that we are participating. And Steve, you said you're going to have to work on some,
I'll get some issues tagged.
okay. We're going to do, you think we should follow suit and go, if we put I think we should just stick with the simple one. What were the two we were going to work on? Our website?
No, we're going to do the reports. The reporting is going to be the
website and the logo, I thought, were the other two things.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. So we could add the website to it, and that we may as well.
I mean, and if somebody wants to show up and do artwork, that's great. I'm not sure that this is going to solicit that sort of response, but maybe.
Well, we have about 70 people altogether. Not that they all attend the meetings, but this might get them focused on the things that we need to work on. So it may help get some of those folks who want to participate, but for whatever reason they can't make it to the meetings or life gets in the way, as we all know. Okay. In terms of, you want to hold off on the blogs for now? I think that we had decided that we were going to use Medium. Is that still something everybody feels good about?
So
Like we'll be having our own user for Medium, or somebody else will be.
I don't know. That's a good question. I'm assuming we would have our own ID that we would share or post to. Steve, when you talked to Marky about this, what were his thoughts on it?
I have not talked to Marky about blogs.
Okay.
So Tracy, I had a suggestion here, which I think I mentioned before. I'm not too sure, but Medium as an initial spot to write blogs is okay enough, because you would get the traction that you are looking out for. But when you actually are expanding your website and building up, I think it would be good to have some sort of plan to eventually move it to the website that we are hosting, because Medium has this tendency to actually randomly not show content that is there on their platform, and a lot of it is hidden content and subscriber related content, and there are a lot of other issues wherein I've heard bloggers actually claim that the site had taken down some of the content, even though it was not offensive and was sticking to the guidelines. So as an initial thing, I guess it's a very good platform to gain the traction, but eventually we need to think of migrating it to our website.
Well, I'd say then if we should just go ahead and get the blog set up on our website, and we can post them in both places. So we have
Sounds fine
content.
too.
Okay.
yeah, I like the idea of double posting and cross-linking. That sounds good, ma'am. I don't know, if there's some way for us to label what we're doing on Medium as related to Ortelius or something like that. But if somebody can, figure out how that works and document that so that other people can blog if we want to on there or whatever, and have it show up related.
So we can label stuff on Medium. That's not a big issue.
Okay.
Once, so that's not a problem at all. But my major concern, and a thing that I've heard from a lot of other bloggers, is that the content gets pulled out, and sometimes it's not even visible to the entire public that's trying to access it. So that was one of the major concerns why a lot of the projects that I am working on, they decided to move from Medium to their own website.
So the other thing is that we can think about is, I know that you're probably right about that they hide content. We can post it to Medium, and if we do a few initial blogs about things like integration between Jenkins or integration with Spinnaker or any of the work we're doing, if we do anything like that, I can share it through the CD Foundation because I have access to the CD Foundation's tweet deck. And so if we do anything that's anything about the projects, I can start tweeting it through there, and it will. I think it will get more. It'll get more eyes on it, which might help keep from it disappearing.
True, makes sense. That does make sense. Irrespective of whether we are publishing, we will need some sort of social media outlet to be tweeting about our content. Irrespective, like whether we're publishing on Medium or whether we're publishing on our website, we will need some sort of social media outlet. Yeah.
We have a Twitter account. Let me open it up really quick. Here's my Hootsuite. Here is.
We have Twitter and
I haven't done
a YouTube channel.
Yeah, we have
not
Twitter and a YouTube channel. So I am starting to post. This is for next week. I am doing some social networking at this point. I have our two brilliant co-community managers coming out tomorrow. I'm posting about CDCon. Oh, and everybody, good news. We got a sponsor from the Technology Oversight Committee. Tara Hernandez is going to sponsor us for getting us moved into the CD Foundation, which is huge.
Hey.
I know. That's big. It's great. I think that's
Yes.
really the biggest thing, that the biggest hurdle most open source have to get into the foundation is to find a TOC sponsor. And I've asked two, but Tara, we only need one, and Tara has offered it. So I can, so if anybody, let's just add that to the honeydew list that we need to do. Social outreach. I have a Twitter account and we have a YouTube, which I post these things. I think we need a LinkedIn account. I haven't done that yet. Maybe I did. Now I can't remember. It's been a while. So I guess we need to figure out who wants to start contributing content to these. So on any of this stuff, if you want to be an administrator, thank you for the two of you listed there, or you want to be able to do any kind of posting to these accounts, put your name down here as well. I'll just put posters. I don't know. What do you call these? What we should call them? I'm not very creative.
Social media managers.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. That sounds much better.
Much more formal.
Okay. And does anybody want to take the helm on Hacktoberfest? I will get it started by getting we'll get the tags created, and I'll get the landing page created. But after that, I think there may be some work that we need to do to do outreach.
Yeah, there'll be two things that need to be done. One is going to be the outreach part, getting people to know that we're doing a Hacktoberfest and that there's issues out there for them to work on. And then the second part's going to be just from a project management perspective, you know, making sure we have issues out there that people can work on and stuff like that.
And in terms of
track who's working on them.
And in terms of doing the outreach, we're using Salesloft to do the outreach that we do today. So if I search, I have this meeting reminder, and I have this kickoff, and I have this outreach. So for anything that we want to do outreach, all you have to do is send me an email, and then I will send it out to everybody, so you don't have to figure out how to do that. So any communication you need to do, you just need to say, here, Tracy, would you send this out to the group? And I'll be sure, and it's super easy for me. I create an email and I send it out to everybody who is currently registered. So we can make that easy.
Now, for the Twitter part, is TweetDeck free, or is that a paid one as well, like Hootsuite?
I think we pay for Hootsuite. TweetDeck is free. The reason why I showed I don't, so TweetDeck is what I have a lot of stuff on there. I track Ortelius stuff, and this is where I can post to the CD Foundation. And we could use TweetDeck for Ortelius. I mean, I think that I can give anybody access to their Ortelius account. I can set up a team. So you want me to do that? Is everybody okay with TweetDeck?
Sounds fine to me, because at some point we will need to be, automating the way we schedule tweets or, put out content there, because we cannot be actually live tweeting stuff unless there's an event.
So if you want access to TweetDeck for Ortelius, then just put your name down on there and you can start posting things. That makes it really easy, because then we all can start posting stuff.
Right. Yeah, makes sense.
But I'm definitely tracking this stuff as already. All right, where did I go? What happened to my Zoom? There it is. No. How do I get out of here? Ah, trying to get rid of.
It's in another browser window.
Here it is. Stop share. Okay. All right. I will update that as well. At least this week I don't have DevOps World. And I'm done with all of my recordings for CD Foundation. So I'm all done with that. I'm so glad. They had me busy at DevOps World. I was in like 4 or 5 different things. So was Marky. It was fun, but it was a lot of work. And we talked about Ortelius a lot. Ortelius got mentioned over and over. So we are starting to build some awareness around it, which is really exciting. I know that's the hardest part.
Did you have any opportunity for Q&A or people asking good questions, or?
Well, Steve did. Steve had, it was weird. I don't know what happened with Steve's. So Steve had like 2,800 people sign up for it, and he had somewhere around 600 people actually show up for the event. And if I compare that to some of the keynotes, like day 3 keynote had 1,000 people register and around 300 people showed up. So Steve knocked it out of the park, and he had like, how many questions? Like around 30?
Oh, I think 60.
And he kept all of his answers right around the Ortelius functionality. Because, you know, in terms of us as Deploy Hub, what our biggest focus on is adoption. So everything we have been doing is around focused on Ortelius. And yeah, he had a lot of good questions. I think it gave us a lot of exposure, Ortelius.
Awesome. Steve,
Yeah.
Steve, yes, we're all lucky to have Steve in our presence. Thanks for spending your time
I
with us.
know. I was just like, well, the topic was building a Kubernetes pipeline. And I don't know if some people thought that was how you constantly update Kubernetes itself. But he had a kind of a mix of the talk was basically how your CD pipeline's changing, how, you know, some of the new tools that you are going to be seeing as part of that process. And, you know, we worked in Ortelius as one of the open source projects that they right along Helm. And what else did you show, I think?
I talked about Tecton a little bit, and
Yeah.
mostly it was the dilemma that you have when you move from a mono repo to multi repos.
Yeah, so it was good. As soon as I get the recording, I will send it out to everybody.
Congratulations, Steve, on your newfound popularity.
Oh, thank you.
I know. I was really blown away. I was like, holy Toledo. And then we've got, you know, we've scraped all of the names off of the chat session. We got a few hundred names to go find people on LinkedIn and find out if they're interested, which is a whole nother project. But you guys don't need to worry about. We'll get that taken care of. Okay, so we still need somebody to take over and do follow-up on the Hacktoberfest. Kind of someone to lead the charge or just to manage it. We need a Hacktoberfest manager.
I'm okay signing up for it, Tracy, to be honest, because I'm already working on a couple of other projects I mean, I'm not working on the planning bit, but I'm working on, you know, the issues bit that Steve is handling in this one. So I think I can manage that.
Okay, I'll put your name down on there. And I think it's just a matter of keeping track of everything getting done and letting me know what we need to reach out and what we need to say to to everybody else who's not on the meeting. Just keep everybody in the loop.
Absolutely.
I will work on the landing page though.
Yes.
And I'll go ahead and create some issues out there.
Yeah.
Just so we can track them and get people assigned.
Okay, and I'll follow the Jenkins one as close as possible. You never know, we might get someone who can step up and create a really cool alien. I want an alien named Ortelius. I think that would be so fun. I think, just anything, nothing that looks like Argo. Argo's terrible, but we need something fun for Ortelius. And maybe I'll do some hunting down. And Steve made a really cool alien on, Steve, can you bring up Ortelius and show your alien that you created, your little icon alien?
So
I mean,
why alien though?
oh, because in New Mexico, we're famous for UFOs.
And that's where it was born.
So let me see.
So is there any deadline for the Oktoberfest by when we need to be up and running?
It looks like the first.
Yeah, I'm going to work on this stuff in the next 2 days, so we have at least the landing page, and we're in it. It
Okay.
said, I can't remember what it said, but it said we had to do something by the 1st. I think our application and our landing page has to be in by the 1st. That's why I'm volunteering to go ahead, and Steve and I can make sure to get it up and running, so we're in, since it's only 2 days.
So is this the one you're talking about, Tracy?
I have to share your screen, or
It should be.
no, I'm talking about the one logo one.
The logo one. Oh.
Oh, it's not a logo. It's a little icon from Ortelius.
Yeah. So this is a praying mantis that ended up on my computer.
But
one night.
so this is what the Jenkins
That's the
group.
Jenkins one.
Yeah, the Jenkins group created we didn't tell them what we wanted. They created for the Albuquerque Jenkins meetup. They created an alien, and that's one of the. I was like, oh, that is perfect. And then Steve put one for for monitoring. And then when we were going through testing, he was like, you didn't see my alien. I was like, oh yeah, I did. Now I want it to be a logo. The cutest little alien. I think it's
just a font awesome alien. It was
oh, it was right. That was right. It was on monitoring endpoints or something. See it right there, the test connection. I was like, oh, that's really cool. That's a little cool icon. Maybe we should make something like that for our actual alien. And then if you look to see what the Jenkins community gave us when they created it, Steve, just go to meetups. This is what Max Archbuckle created for us. And I'm not kidding you. We had
What group should I look for?
Oh.
New Mexico Jenkins.
The CD Foundation, New Mexico, the one that has the ridiculous online Argo, right? Yeah, you can click on
that one.
Yep. You have to go to the main page though.
Oh, this one?
Yeah. And there he is. I didn't have the heart to get rid of him because he's so cute. He's in a flying saucer. Can you click on that and make it bigger?
That's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, so he's very cute. He's in a flying saucer. And so when Max created it, it was at a DevOps World, and I went to go pick them up. And this was like in the first morning. And it was near the registration desk. And there were all kinds of meetup stickers all over the place. And I couldn't find ours. And I was like, Max, did you create Albuquerque one? And he goes, oh yeah, but I had to take the last pack. And I was like, what do you mean you had to take the last pack? He goes, everybody wanted the alien. So that got me thinking. And my dog, last year at KubeCon, I think I had 500 of them, and they had a desk where you could put your stickers, and I put the stickers out there, and I would go back like an hour later and they'd be gone.
Yeah, this guy.
And yeah, everybody wanted the dog. So the dog and the alien has a weird power. I guess people like dogs and aliens, but the alien for the Jenkins meetup went really, really fast that year. So he saved 50 for me, and he had made like 200. And that morning, over 150 got. He was like, everybody wants the alien. Everybody goes. As soon as they get here, they're like, they take the alien.
So if you just do a search on Roswell, New Mexico, it's where a lot of UFO sightings and the whole cover up with people, being abducted and things like that. So it's very popular in New Mexico to talk about UFOs and aliens.
One of my buddies brought me back a can of alien sausage from when he was touring down that area.
You see?
Well, there's a
Alien sausage. That is the funniest thing ever. I gotta look for it.
Does
It was
anybody
like a
know-
there's a
like
brewery
little
here.
wiener can, sort of thing.
Yeah.
There's a brewery here that they call it Alien Ale. Is one of the beers.
Yeah, I think my wife tried that.
does
It gets a
anybody-
lot of attention. It's one of those gimmicks that it really people will remember that very quickly.
Does that mean your logo should be an alien walking a dog?
Oh my God.
There you go.
That would
We might
be
become even more
fabulous.
popular than Steve at that point.
That would be awesome. All right, I'm gonna write that down. Possible of logos.
Well, I was thinking one idea I had was a alien and spaceship mapping out the universe.
Alien walking a dog. I love that one though.
It's a
At the
great
mapping
idea.
the universe, you could have the dog with his head out the back window of the saucer, right?
Oh my
you go.
God. Okay, dog with head out of flying saucer.
The animated portion of this logo is going to be really good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And if we come up with something that we like, that an idea that we like, I can send off those ideas to 99 designers, and I think for like $100 we can have somebody. Well, you drop the $100, and then you get a ton of people submitting what they think it should look like. So if none of us are creative, we can always just come up with the ideas and see what the artists come up with. I mean, that's one way to do it. So maybe this will get us going to, if we put that as part of our Hacktoberfest challenges, I'll be thinking about it and we'll be talking about it. We'll have a logo brainstorming on a Friday or something when none of us can think anyways. All right, anything else? We've gone for 40 minutes, which is 10 minutes longer than I usually want these, because I know everybody's got work to do and things to do in their lives.
Not working today.
Yeah,
Hey.
Well, everybody, this was hugely helpful to have a focus on outreach. This is great to have this working group, and I'm glad we have something to get us started. I think Hacktoberfest is going to help us in both the architecture side and the outreach side. So I will, as soon as I get this done, I will make sure everybody has the information about the page and that we're officially signed up, and we'll go from there.
Oh, never mind. We'll just use.
Actually, I've got a question.
Yeah.
So, for anything that have we posted anything on LinkedIn and YouTube already?
No, we have yes, we have posted nothing about the Hacktoberfest, but I've been posting I post simple things like when the next meeting's going to be, where you can find stuff, sign up for CD Foundation, Steve's talking someplace, that kind of stuff.
Okay. All right. I'll dig those up and share them.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm posting out there on a regular basis. And I'm going to start posting as soon as the TOC accepts our application. I'm going to start posting on there about what's happening in that.
Yeah, I have a little more to do on that from the logistical side, and then we'll need to do a review on it and make sure it all reads okay and things like that. And then I'm hopefully by the end of the week we should be able to get that over to the CDF.
To Dan.
Yeah, I don't know who it goes to.
I think it goes to Dan Lorink.
Well, it's really weird. It just ends up being a pull request, and then they review it. So.
Yep. Okay.
But I'm like 90% of the way done with it.
Boy, that will be a very exciting day, won't it? When if we get accepted into that. I know it feels weird for us as a, we've been doing software a long time to take 80% of our code and give it away. So it's kind of like, it's scary and freeing at the same time, because I know it will give, it's like sending your kid off to college or something. It's like, oh no, they're not in the house anymore. But I'm excited for it. I think it'll be really great for this community. And it's a, because there's so much about the Ortelius project that we don't even really talk about. Just doing monolithic deployments in an affordable way is there for people to do. So I'm excited about it becoming part of the CD Foundation. And then we could do some integrations to all of the different orchestration tools that don't have a good deployment solution. And just providing that to the community is huge. It's a huge hole in the continuous delivery pipeline for monolithic. And it will be a barrier to doing DevOps at scale. So I'm excited to get it over there. All right. Well, thank you, everybody.
Thank you, everybody. Take care.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.